So what's one word to describe your teenage life?
Reckless. Adventurous.
I would say growth.
Was fun.
I feel like you go through a spectrum of emotions and changes while you're a teenager. When you're an early teenager, like around 13 and 14, and 15, I think you're kind of figuring out who you are and what matters to you in this world and what defines you as a person. And then I think as you go into high school years, I think that becomes more clearly defined, and I think that brings a lot of authentic joy and brings the right people, hopefully, into your circle because you kind of have figured out yourself. So yeah, I would say growth.
Happy.
Why? I was always trying to check different things out and do different things as a kid. Whether it's through Boy Scouts or trying new things in school, like drama or the football team.
Hard. Carefree. I grew up in the 90s, and there wasn't the social media and all of the other stuff where people were keeping track of everything that you were doing. So cut back on that, and I feel like that would make it much more carefree and stress-free and drama-free than it is today.
Mm-hmm.
Funny story from my teen life.
And just in front of some cute boys, I was walking back to the parking lot and I didn't see one of those parking barriers that's on the ground. It's like a curb, and I just went right over it and splatted it right in my face.
Aww.
Life is one summer I was trying to romance a young lady from Unity, Maine, and we were water skiing around the lake, and she was out working as a lifeguard at the local boat launch, and I went water skiing by the dock, and I ended up crashing and making a fool of myself.
Playoffs basketball, my senior year, in front of a huge crowd, big rivalry. I actually got my head hit by my own player, and my head got cut open, and I was taken out of the game because I was bleeding. They couldn't stop the bleeding. So my only option to be able to play in the moment, because at that time they weren't able to stitch it quickly at a high school gym, was to literally wrap it in like an ace bandage, and it looked like I had this big turban on my head.
When I was a senior in high school, I went with a big group of friends to what was then called Riverside. It's now Six Flags, on senior skip day. And on the way home, we piled into my friend's super, super old car, and we got pulled over by the Massachusetts State Police on the way home. We hadn't done anything wrong, so everybody kind of panicked, and they made us sit on the side of the road and realized that we hadn't done anything. So then we got let down. But, you know.
A piece of advice.
I think I was just a huge people pleaser, and I wanted everyone to be happy all the time, and sometimes at the sake of myself.
Enjoy all the moments. Enjoy all the moments. I think there were times I was anxious to get to that next stage, whether it's driving, whether it's turning 18, whether it's going to college, and didn't always appreciate the moments of being young.
Probably listen a lot more, slow down a little bit, enjoy what was going on, because all of the great things you get to do when you're a teenager are kind of happening right now, and you spend a lot of time worrying about where you're going to go, and you find out that pretty much it's pretty cool where you're at.
Be true to yourself, be confident. Don't let kids try to influence you.
Stay positive and be honest.
Okay. Would be to be more confident and to work harder than I did, because I definitely did not work as hard as I could have while I was in high school.
I would say myself, stay motivated.
Where did you want to be now when you were a teenager? Here?
I had no idea.
As a teenager, I guess I, wanted to be a rock star. So.
I knew I always wanted to be a mom, so definitely that is where I wanted to be now. But career-wise, when I was a teenager, I really didn't know what I wanted to do, and I was a teacher for a little while, and now I'm a courier, and I can't say that that's ever something that I pictured myself doing.
Probably exactly where I'm at. Yeah, like I wanted kids, and I wanted to have children and a career that was very satisfying, and I definitely checked all those boxes. So yeah, and living a life, with just for my family and full of love and a lot of adventures and fun and travel, and I think I'm working on all those things.
A Caribbean beach, bartending in a tiki hut.
My only goal was to have an apartment and be able to eat ice cream for dinner.
What is one piece of advice you would give to me now?
Be happy and be more responsible and love each other and be nice people.
To go after exactly what she wants to do in life. And it sounds a little cliche, but it's pretty important, and just to follow exactly what you want to do. You guys a lot of opportunities, and you can carve your way out doing what you want to do.
I would just say always listen to your gut. Always listen to that inner voice in your head, and to slow down enough to have the time to reflect and to really listen to that voice, because I don't think your gut or that voice ever steers you wrong.
If I had a teenage daughter.
Always be confident, always do what she thinks is best, to just follow what her heart and her brain, and she'll always make the right decision, and to always work hard.
The biggest growth in life is from failure.
Don't let kids try to influence you.
And it's all gonna be all right.
What qualities in me resemble your teenage years?
Natalie, I see you as caring and compassionate. I also see you as a good leader to your peers, and very hardworking.
I think you're lighthearted. I think you're fun. I think you're adventurous. I think you're super kind. I hope I was all those things.
Fear of missing out.
Mature and you have very positive energy, and you have very good heart.
Qualities in you. I would say just a natural ability to lead people, be a leader.
Who are, somebody that people like to be around,
This is me on my own.
Thank you. You're welcome.